大家好 ，Dynamic Learning. Today our topic is LCD. In Chinese is 液晶. How to use 液晶 with Arduino? First, let me 介绍液晶. This is our 液晶 module. This 液晶is 16 by 2 character LCD with backlight. There are PCF 8574 I2C control chip. What is I2C? I2C is designed by Philips to allow easy communication between components. Let's see. This is a simple I2C network. In this network, only two wire SDA is send data and SCL is clock control. With these two simple wire, we have one master component and the other slave component. Every component has 7-bit addressing. We use 7-bit can make every component has a special address. We will talk about it later. First, we need to connect 连接 LCD and Arduino boards. So LCD and Arduino ground to ground, VCC pin to 5 volt and SDA to SDA, SAR to SAR. Because we talk about I2C component has address, so first we need to find LCD's address. Otherwise, you cannot access to LCD. How to find that? We can use our Arduino program, and in example, while I2C scanner. This example is very useful for our found I2C address. So upload. Okay, then choose serial monitor. Wait, the I2C device found at address 0x27. This 0x27 is a hex number. That is our LCD's address. Pay attention, some of you maybe found it's not work. You cannot get the results, just see nothing, or sometimes you cannot get a wrong result. Why? Because when this program made, you see here, serials begin 9600. That is baud rate communication between LCD and our Arduino board. But if in this serial monitor, your baud rate is not 9600, it is mistake. So select right baud rate. Okay, it's right. The amazing of Arduino is we don't need to understand too deep about the program, because there is a lot of genius program already make very simple libraries. We call the libraries for us. We use these libraries, just simply use some function is fine to finish our job. So today we will use the liquid crystal I2C library. This library, we click Tools, Manage Libraries, and updating library list. Some library we already installed. For example, you select Installed, like Bridge, like Ethernet. This library we already installed. But today we need a special library. Is Crystal. A liquid crystal I2C. This one not installed yet. So let's see this one. For me, I already installed, but maybe for you, you need to click install, and this software will connect internet and download this library. By the way, for even for liquid crystal, has a lot of different libraries, and which one you prefer is up to you. But sometimes we need to select some reliable and very popular library. For example, this one, liquid crystal I2C. If you select the other one, also maybe work, but you need to study by yourself. And then after download, you need to study some functions. For example, this function include the liquid crystal I2C and address, columns, rows, create a LCD object, and like a backlight, turn on or turn off backlight, scroll, display left. From this name, we can easily to understand the function for that. If you want to study this library, you can click open this library, liquid crystal. There is some example. Read this example is a good way to study how to use this library. How to use the library, and see our example. First example is a static character. We need to include our liquid crystal I2C library, or maybe you need to include the while.h is I2C library. So include these two libraries. Then we create an object. The name is LCD. Address is 0x27. This address is detected previously. And then column. Today we use 16 by 2 LCD. So there's here column 0, column 1 up to column 15. Pay attention. Column study from number 0. So totally there's 16 column. So second parameter 16. Third parameter is how many rows. We have row 0, row 1, 2 rows. So there is 2. At setup part, we need initial LCD, turn on backlight, and first row we print 你们好, Chinese greeting. Then set cursor at the row 0, column 0 and row 1. In fact, it's second row here. And then print Danaya's name, Amharic greeting. In loop part, we don't need to do anything, so leave that. Upload program. Here, first row, 你们好. Second row, Danaya's name. Let's try second program. We use a screw character. This character, this program also include while and liquid crystal and create object. But for first row, we set cursor at 16.0 and print 你们好. Second row, we set cursor at 16.1. Print Danaya's name. What means 16.0? Where's the 16.0? 16.0 is outside of LCD. That means 16 column and row 0. Same 6.1. 16.1 also is outside of LCD. Then at loop part, we use LCD scroll display left. Then we delay 500 milliseconds. So I want to text scroll left. Every time scroll one character, we need to stop 500 milliseconds. That means half second. So let's see program. Run. Now text scroll to left. Scroll to left. We also can simulate LCD with Arduino on our computer, even without hardware. The tools software is Pro Tools. Pro Tools is a production of Labor Center company. So you can check labcenter.com and use downloads. Yes, you can download the demo version for this software. Now I create a new project. Give a name, for example, LCD demo. Next. Create a firmware project. From family is Arduino and Uno. Next. This is Arduino. We need to pick LCD. This LCD in Pro Tools name is LM016L. This one. Click OK. This is LCD. Also, we need PCF 8574 I2C chip. Yeah. We need this chip. Okay, and then while LCD and PCF chip connect, and SAL connect to our Arduino board SAL. So I select terminal, select default terminal, connect to, give this name is also SAL. Another pin to double click this terminal, SDA. And how about A0, A1, A2, how to connect? We need to read our PCF 8574 datasheet. There's A0, A1, A2. And remember I said for every I2C component has a special address. This address decided by A0, A1, A2. For example, let's check. Here, this byte is a slave address. For our example, address is 0x27. This is hex number. Hex number, if converted to binary, 2 is 0, 0, 1, 0. Right? 7 is 0, 1, 1, 1. So this 8-bit is our address. So you see, A0, A1, A2 should be, all of them is 1, 1, 1. That means high voltage. So here, these three we need to connect to our power. Okay, then I copy my code to source code. Save and simulate. See this text. Scroll to left. First row is 你们好, second row Dana yesterday. Yeah, that is today's content. So anything you are interested, let me know. We will share more with you. See you next time.